Hey guys, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the Golf Club 2. Today I do have another course review for you. This time it is a real course review, guys. This one was recommended to me by my subscriber Keith Pootman, so thanks very much for commenting in the previous video, Keith, recommending this course to me. I've no idea who designed the course, guys, it doesn't let you know. So this one is Eastlake Golf Club. It is situated in downtown Atlanta, Georgia. It was established in 1904. It is a private course. It is a par 70, although I'm sure here on the details when I selected it, it said it was a par 72. It has hosted tournaments such as the Tour Championship, the Ryder Cup in 1963, the US Amateur, and the course record is currently held by Zach Johnston, who in 2007 managed to shoot a round of 60. So really looking forward to this one, guys. I am going to be playing off the black tees, which are the longest. Pin selection number 1. And just for a few of you who are asking how you play match play or play different game modes on this, you must go to round rules. As you can see, play format is highlighted. On the PS4, I press X, and then you have the options of stroke, Stableford, 4-ball or match play. You'd obviously select that. Bob's your uncle and Fanny's your aunt. So let's begin round here, guys, and see how we get on. Really looking forward to trying this out. So hole 1 is a par 5, stroke index 17, playing 517 yards. The fairways are firm, the greens are firm, and the green speeds are fast. Plenty of bunkers on the left hand side of this fairway here, guys. Slight dog leg right, it looks like. And the pin is just off centre to the right. Plenty slopes and breaks on that fairway. We do have a 10-mile-per-hour wind behind us. Now we'll just confirm the course details for you guys. It is a par 72, although the real course plays a par 70. There's the firm, fast. Good swing to start off the round. Perfect. And with that wind behind us and the firm fairways, it should carry really well. There we go, 295 yards. So we should be looking to hit this in 2. I'm just going to remove these ghost balls, guys. It just adds unnecessary lag at times. I don't know why HB Studio's done that. If I wanted to add someone to my round, I would voluntarily do it. So I am just going to be playing this, guys. It's a long way up. Just going to loft it up a tiny bit and see if we can get this running onto the green. I'm going to loft it up a bit more than that, actually. It's a good strike. I'm just wanting this bouncing on the green from the fairway, which we've managed to do. Should run up well. We're going to be pinned high here. It's a really good shot. It's really gave me a good eagle opportunity, probably about 8 feet away. 9 feet. Very little in this. And we managed to start the round off with an eagle, guys. Great way to start the day, great way to start the round.
Nothing like being 2 under after the first hole.
So let's move on to hole 2, which is a par 3. Okay, stroke index 9, playing 196 yards. Look at that little fairway, it's been cut out for walking up to the green. Large green, pins right in the middle, and look at all that slopes, which does look like it's sloping right towards the flag. Okay, guys, a few have asked me how I work out my calculations, what is my thumbnail for shots. So I may as well take this opportunity to do it for you guys. So as you can see from where the tee box where I'm standing, it's 196 yards to the pin. Okay, but we do have the green is above us, 20 feet above us. So for every 3 feet we must add a yard. That is my thumb rule. I'm not saying everyone does that, but this is how I calculate it. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Okay, it's not bang on, it is 21, so 7 yards. So I now need to add 7 yards to that 196. So I would now say that that is playing 203 yards from the tee box to the flag. I'm not taking the wind into consideration yet. So as you can see, I've got a 4 hybrid in my hand here. If I was to push up once ever so slightly on the D-pad like I'm going to do, adding loft to the club, that is deducting 3 yards for me. So I would now say that is playing 197. If I do it again, 194. If I do it again, 191. Okay? So let's reset that. Let's put it the opposite way. If I push down on the D-pad, which is going to be taking loft off, adding distance, if I push down once, let's now say that's playing 203, 206, 209, etc, etc. Now, when the wind is going forward for me like this, like it is just now, I add 13 yards. Okay, if it is going against me, say it was 14 mile per hour against me, I would add an extra 4. So imagine it was an 18 mile per hour wind. That is my thumb rule. So let's see how it works here. For this and the firm greens, I will be hitting my 5 iron. I will take 3 yards off of it. So let's add 13 yards onto the 182. So let's say that is 195. The firm greens and the way it's going to carry with the wind. And like I say, I have took off, touch down on the D-pad 3. With the wind it is, I am just looking to bounce this ball onto the fairway and get it running up towards the pin. So let's see how we get on. It's a good strike. Wind should carry me. There's the bounce, there's the run on the firm greens, and we've played that really, really well. We're probably about 12 feet from the pin. 13 feet, it's going to give me a birdie opportunity. Kind of breaking both ways here. Guys, the Jester who I played in my previous match play, he has got a very good video on putting and all these kind of things. So I will leave the link to his channel in the video description. Please go check him out. It was a very good informative video. If you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button, which I'm sure you will. Let him know I sent you. So that is breaking to the right, then the left. So left, left, right, right. Just going to favour slightly to the left there. That is a good putt, and that is going to continue the birdie run. So that is now 3 under through 2 holes, going along nicely. Let's move on to hole 3, which is a par 4, playing 392 yards. Large bunker right in front of the green, protecting that pin. And it did look like the fairway was sloping off to the left. Just lagging a bit on that backswing, guys. And I have played a fast on that. Is the wind going to help me out a bit here? It should do. It has done. So 287 yards we've played that. I just feel the game is lagging a bit slightly for me, guys. So we are now left 100 yards into the wind. 5 feet down. We are playing on a down slope, so I'm happy with this yardage. I'm actually just going to take a tiny bit off of this, guys. Take a bit of loft off, add a bit of yardage to it, and hopefully the wind takes us round. There's another fast, so that is really going to affect the flight of the ball, and it's going to be left of the pin. Yeah. We weren't far off our yardage, but just that fast creeping into my game again. We were pin high. Just the fast took us more left than what we would have liked. 11-foot putt, breaking to the right. Is it going to turn? Oh, and we've missed that birdie putt by millimeters there on the edge. So it should be a tap-in par, which we get. But as you can see, a few tempo issues hindering my game. I do notice, guys, that when I play in the morning, I have a lot more issues than when I do play at night here in the UK. I don't know if any of you guys notice that certain times of the day you have less issues, certain times of the day or night you have more issues. But for me, I certainly have more issues in the morning than I do late afternoon, evening. Hole 4 is a par 4, stroke index 3, playing 482 yards. So, this huge wind is now behind us. It's a better swing. And with that wind, it does look like we are hitting an upslope on the fairway, so we're not really going to get as much distance as we'd like. So this shot now will be a longer shot into the green on a slope. 196 yards. So let's add 10 yards, guys, for the calculation. So 206 into the wind, with the wind. I'm fully lofting this club up. Just looking to get it landing on the fairway, then bouncing onto the green. Maybe take a bit off. It's another fast, so it's probably going to be left of the pin here. But once again, the yardage was bang on. It's a nice bounce we've got there. So if we didn't get that fast on it, guys, that would have been right at the pin.
10-footer here. This is makeable.
So 10 feet putt for birdie, breaking to the right. And it turns round nicely, and we do get another birdie, and that puts us to 4 under for the round. So going along decent, guys, despite a few swing issues. Hole 5, par 4, stroke index 7, playing 442 yards. Quite a straightforward hole, this one. No hazards on the fairway. Plenty of fairway to hit. Pin position is front edge of the green. Severe slopes on the green though, as most of the holes have had. Slow perfect that time, but it's better. Shouldn't really affect us. And as you can see, that wind is really holding us up. But with the firm fairways, we are getting a good carry. So 369, let's say it's playing 146 into the wind on a downslope. Just taking a bit off of this 8 iron, guys. We are on a slope that's going to take us to the right. It's a good strike. Yardage should be good. As you can see, the wind's holding us up. Should bounce on a bit in the firm greens. And we've played that really well, guys. So there you go. That calculations are quite accurate. That I'm saying that I'm working out in my head. So we've got a little 5-footer breaking to the left. And it turns nicely for another birdie. So we are going along really nice here, guys. So on to hole 6, 534 yards, par 5, stroke index 15. Narrow, or it's like a, what's the word I'm looking for? I've lost the word I'm looking for. An hourglass, that's it. It's like an hourglass fairway. This time, pins at the back left of the green, lots of slopes and breaks on the green. We do have a wind advantage this time. Just going to fully loft this up, let the wind carry me. And there's a slow fast. Wow. So my tempo is really off today. 291 yards though, thanks to the wind. So we probably, with that wind, I reckon we could probably attack this, you know. It is going to slope off to the right. And there's another fast. probably going to be in the bunker here unless I get a nice kick. No. So guys, my swing tempo is really bad again. So let's see, I'm certainly not flopping it. I am looking for the pitch. 45 yards, can live with that. Just going to loft it up once for coming out of here. Twice. Let's see if we can get this close. It's a better swing tempo. That should just bounce and bite. Didn't bite at all. Really expected a bit of bite there, guys. Just didn't bite at all. So 16-foot putt now for birdie. Breaking to the left, down 1 inch. Just going to play this at a nice slow pace. Get it turning. Just didn't turn. So unfortunately, or should I say, it's well deserved actually, because of the way I played this hole. If I got a birdie, it wouldn't have been deserving. So that one's just a par.
And that'll keep you at 5 under for the round.
We stay at 5 under though, but my swing tempo is starting to annoy me. Hole 7 is a par 4, stroke index 13, playing 482 yards. Wide fairways. Green once again is kind of, you could say, off centre to the right. The wind is in my face this time, so we're not going to get much distance here. Better swing tempo. Bang on the money. And I've no idea how I'm going so far right. But thankfully we get a forward bounce there. And despite the wind in our face, 286 yards.
And looks like
Can't figure out how I went so far right there. I mean, the wind is more directly against me than going to the right. So this is now a long shot, but 20 feet down. Just deducting stuff off this 5-iron, see if we can get it running onto green, because the flag is kind of nice position for us running it up onto there. It's going to shoot left. It's a good strike. The wind should now take us back round right, and we should bounce up onto this green. Oh, why the ball stopped dead? I can only imagine we hit, or I hit, a little bump there. It really killed the ball. Let's see what we can do with this chip. Come on, turn right, turn right, turn right. Oh. So once again, just going to be a par. Played that hole a lot better though, swing tempo wise. A little 1 foot tap in.
Okay, so that'll keep you at 5 under.
So we stay at 5 under. I do feel, guys, that this course is here to be ripped up. I really do believe that. I reckon there could be some really good scores posted. It wouldn't surprise me if some of the top players were going 14, 15 under in this course with better wind conditions. So hole 8 is a par 4, stroke index 5, playing 455 yards. Well placed bunker there, and the pin is kind of more or less bang in the centre off the green. This time the wind is going to take us right. Better swing tempo again.
Looking good so far.
Wind's taking us round, should be bang in the centre. Nice favourable forward bounce there. We should be, yeah, I was going to say, just short of 300 yards, 295 yards.
And looks like
161, 2 feet. So I'm just going to say it's playing 161. I'm not even altering that. 7-iron. I'm just going to loft it up a tiny bit. There's also another thing you can do, guys, dependent on you must get your swing tempo right. So for 11 mile per hour wind, I'm going to add draw. 1, 2. For me, that's always a good thumbnail. I kind of think it works out about 5 yards for every push left. That's the way I see it. So let's see how accurate that is. Hopefully I can get a perfect on this to showcase it. It is a perfect. So let's see how accurate That is.
Green here.
That's went more left this time. But I do feel there was a slope there. It took me more to the left. But it's just an option for you guys if you don't want to use the wind.
After all, only human.
So we've got another chip shot. Oh, I wanted that. I thought it would have released more coming out of the rough. It didn't. We were bang on. So it's just going to be another par.
Great putt in there.
So the birdie train has dried up here, guys.
And that'll keep you at 5 under for the round.
So let's see how we get on with this par 3 on the 9th.
And we have
Stroke index 1, guys, so it is the toughest hole on the course. 232 yards. Pin is right at the front, which hopefully we could use that fairway to bounce on, run onto the green. The wind is in our face this time. So with that, I'm going to fully loft this. It's not fully loft it up, but you're seeing there. I'm going to reset it. 1, 2, 3, and see if we can get this running up onto the green from the fairway, bouncing on. It's a good strike. The wind should start to take me round. Maybe just a bit short. Yeah, just a bit short. That was a slight upslope we hit there. So once again, it's going to be another chip shot. I'm getting plenty of practices with the chip shots. There's not much break in that green at all. Oh, we've hit the flag.
just one for the save.
So it's just another par, guys. Solid golf.
Scorecard. Very solid round after 9.
Solid front 9, guys. 5 under. On another day, it might have been a bit better, but I'm not going to grumble at that. We are currently
Okay, let's
trying to chase Zach Johnson's 10 under par. So hole 10 is a par 4, stroke index 14, playing 426 yards. Looks a fairly straightforward hole, this, not much on it. But once we get up to the green, look at the slopes and the breaks if we're long. But that does look like it would take you back down towards the pin if the circumstance arose that we were long. We do have that wind in our face. It's another good tempo swing,
Nice.
which has improved as the rounds went on. Bang in the centre of the fairway. Decent distance in that, guys. With these firm fairways, you're still getting a good run out.
Alright, looking at
So 121 yards, up 23 feet. So 128 into the wind. Once again, I'm really short. Really short there. That wind is really holding me up at times, more than what I'm calculating for, to be fair. And once again, chip shots
Let's see if we
are
can,
getting
save
close,
par
but
on
not
this
enough to threaten the
almost
cup. So we start off with a solid
I guess.
par there on the
Okay,
10th.
so that'll
into
keep
the-
you at 5 under for the round.
The back 9, let's move on to hole 11. According to the scorecard, par 3,
And we are
214 yards. And once again, the second toughest hole on the course is another par 3. The toughest course was a par 3, playing stroke index 1. Green, the pin is just off centre to the right again. 214 yards. This time the wind is really behind us. Just going to loft this hybrid up, see if we can get it running at the pin. And it's a fast, and I do agree that I did play a fast there.
looking good.
going to be way left of the pin. It's going to be a long birdie putt here, guys. And it did look like there were severe breaks on the green, so this could be a tricky birdie putt.
Alright, we're setting up.
Just really want to get this close.
So have fun with this.
30 feet, 6 inches down. Breaking to the left. It needs to slow up for me. Oh, I've really overplayed that there, guys. Wow. That has went 13, 14 feet past, so this could be a drop shot.
Alright, 14 feet.
Disappointed with that, but to be fair, there's not really much in this. I do feel if I play this with the right weight, this should drop. Great par save there. A shocking
That'll keep you at
first
5
putt.
under for the round.
But we've got away with a par on the so-called toughest hole on the course. Hole 12 is another par 4.
Coming off a par
Shorter one this
last
time, 391 yards. Stroke index 12. Look at the pin position here, and the bunkers are well placed to really make that shot tricky. And with the wind in our face this time. There's another fast. Hopefully the wind helps me out here.
Looks like you're gonna hit some sand.
No, as John says, I'm going to be in the bunker. I don't feel I've played that one fast there, guys, but like I was saying,
You.
do you guys feel there's a time of day where you have more issues? I mean, I certainly feel that this time of day where I am right now, when I normally live stream, I have a lot more issues with the game. If I play in the evening in the UK, I feel I have a lot less issues. So as you can see, I'm just wanting to get this close. It's another fast, so I'm clearly doing something wrong. Yardage was really good too. But just with that fast, it's put me about 30-40 feet left of the pin. We've hit a slope there, it's really taking the ball back. So once again, it's going to be a tough birdie putt.
Not amazing. But you're
33 feet, 1 foot up. And it is breaking to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Majority is breaking to the right. It's a good weight on that. Is it going to turn? Just didn't have the legs. So it should be another 3 foot putt for par.
4 feet.
4
Let's do
feet.
this.
Nothing in this.
Solid
So
par.
despite not playing to the best of my abilities, guys, and having a few tempo swing issues, we are still 5 under. Let's see if we can get a few shots under par here in the back
Okay,
9.
let's put this in the fairway.
So hole 13, par 4, playing 442 yards, stroke index 6. But I honestly do feel this course here is designed to be shot low, guys. I mean, bar a few swing tempos, I was cutting up the course at times. I do feel some of you guys will go out there and absolutely smash this course. Wind's to the left this time. Far better swing there. Wind's taking me round. Should be bang in the centre of the fairway after the bounce. No, I thought the fairway looked as if it was sloping to the left. It's actually sloping to the right. 296 yards.
And you were
So 151 yards. Let's add 5 yards. So 156 into the wind. Just going to take a bit off of this. Let's see if we can get this close. Really good strike. Winds took me around a lot more, and I'm way long, really long there. Really surprised at that. Really didn't expect to be as long as that. So once again, guys, despite a good swing there, my calculations were off, and it's going to be a long
feet up.
Long putt, 28 footer. I just want to get that ball moving. It should start to turn back towards the hole here. Really good length in that, guys. Just didn't read the break well enough. So once again, it's just another par. You could say it's boring golf, but just not getting dialed into these flags here. Hole 14, par 5.
Okay, 14th hole.
Playing 561 yards, stroke index 18. So dependent on the wind here, guys, we could have the option of attacking this in two. Plenty of hazards down the left-hand side of the fairway, or should we say just into the rough. Narrow fairway here, so dependent on the wind here, could be a tricky hole. It looks like it's a large green. Pins kind of just off centre to the left this time. Do have a slight wind behind us, 8 mile per hour wind, slightly moving to the left. Perfect fast now, I can assure you, I did not hit that fast that time. It should bounce right here though. Really did not swing that fast. If anything, I felt that was a slow, but there you go. 335 yards, 336 yards. What a monster drive.
Okay, looks like we are
So
about
we,
225
I'm gonna have to come down to hybrid here. I do feel with that wind. Just to, let's see if we can get this running onto the green. Really good tempo swing there. And this should be quite nice, guys. This should run up. Could be an eagle opportunity here. We've played that really well. Probably about a 9-10 foot putt for eagle. 8 footer. 1 inch down, breaking slightly to the right. And we get another eagle. So it's 2 eagles we've had in this round here, guys, in the par 5s.
Sitting at 7 under for the
That
round.
has taken me to 7 under for the round. Let's move on to hole 15.
15th hole coming up.
So par 3, stroke index 4, 212 yards. So the par 3s have been the most challenging holes according to stroke index on the course so far. 13 mile per hour wind. 212. I'm going to 4 hybrid here. It's a good strike. The wind should start to really take me round, and it's not. It's not a nice bounce. That wind hardly moved me for a 12 mile per hour wind to the right there. Find that very strange. So let's see, just looking to get this chip shot close. 14 yards, 3 feet. I do feel I can fully play this, loft it fully up. Should run down a bit. Check up now. Checked up a lot quicker. Probably about a 4 foot
4 feet to
putt
hole,
for
you can
par.
miss. There's a
Which
nice
we managed to get. Just the
And
wind
that'll
did
keep
not
you
move
at
me there
7
at
under
all
for
as
the
much as I would have liked. So we are still 7 under, guys. Let's move on to hole 16, which
Coming
is a
up
par
for
4,
our
stroke
last
index
hole.
10, playing
See what happens here.
457 yards. Looks like it's a slight dog leg left here. Oh, it looks like there's plenty of bunkers surrounding this green. That is a well placed bunker there. Just making your approach shot that little bit more difficult. Plenty slopes on the green as well. Plenty breaks.
That was rather impressive.
We've absolutely launched that. The wind will hold us up, give us less distance, but with the firm fairways, as you can see, we're getting a decent roll. So 265, it's going to leave a longer shot uphill into the wind. So let's say it is like, let's go by the thumb rule, guys. Let's add 7 yards, 189 into the wind. Just going to loft this hybrid up a bit, because I certainly don't want to be short and in the bunker. This should be quite good, because this should bounce on for me. Played that really well. We just got a bounce to the right. If it bounced straight,
Nice.
it would have been a lot better outcome. Hardly anything in this 10-footer. So it is a solid birdie there, guys. It's going to get us to 8 under par.
Sitting at
We've certainly not
the round.
lit the course up on the back 9 or the front 9, but it's been solid good golf.
All right.
So hole 17, par 4, stroke index 8, playing 432 yards. Really nice looking hole this. I've been so impressed with this course, guys. Please get out there and play it. It is an absolute fantastic course. If anyone knows who did design the course, please say so in the comment section. So 432 yards, par 4, stroke index 8, pins right at the front, 10 mile per hour wind to the right. Once again, it's a fast, and that's going to definitely be in the bunker. I don't think I was deserving of a fast there, to be fair, guys. I don't think I swung that fast, and we are in all kinds of trouble here. Just want to get this as close out onto the fairway as possible. As you can see, it's a horrible lie. Wow, I do feel that would get me out of trouble into the fairway. Oh wow, we've put a very fast on that now. So we are looking at dropping shots here, unfortunately, guys. 121 yards. Gonna kick to the left, really, but with the wind, I'm happy that wind will counteract that. It's a good strike. The wind should start to take me round.
Could be in the rough here.
Wow. So I think we've hit every hazard in this hole here, guys. So we need to chip this in just to save par. It's going to be a big ask. Ideally, I just get this close and prevent any further heartache. Just try to run that up. It's nowhere near as close as I would have liked. So probably got about a 9-foot putt here, just to a 7-footer. And this is just for a bogey. Should turn. So that is a drop shot, unfortunately, guys. It's going to take me back to 7 under. That is disappointing. So let's move on to the final hole, which is hole 18. It is a par 5, the longest par 5 on the course, 601 yards, stroke index 16. Second shot looks like it's going to be over the water. It's a long hole, guys. Plenty of hazards on here. Large green. Pin is kind of just off centre to the front. So, hitting fairway here is really important. Really good drive. With that wind, hopefully we catch this slope here and it really carries us an extra distance. Should gather speed going down here. It's a huge drive. 332 yards it stopped at. So second shot. I mean, why can't we actually make this? I'm going to take this on and see how far we get up here, guys. Let's go for it. I mean, it's all about you guys getting information on the course from me playing it. I've put a fast on that, but it should be fine. So we're just going to be short of the green. Left myself a chip shot. Hopefully we can get this close and get another birdie. 22 yards, 3 feet up. Just going to take a bit off of this. This club should get me there on the firm greens. It is breaking to the right. That should run up nicely for me. Can it turn? Keep going, ball. Keep going. Surprised at how short that come. That normally goes when I deduct that off another, at least another 3 feet. So we do have a 9-foot putt for birdie. It is breaking to the right. Should turn for me. It does. We get the birdie. I would have liked that chip shot closer, guys. So course challenge completed. First round. Solid 8 under par there, guys. Really enjoyed that course. I will be giving that a 5-star. Let's get out there and play it, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this video. I do hope the information I gave you is going to be beneficial. And that is it for today, guys. As always, I will see you in the next one. Take care. Peace out. Bye.